today on our 2018 Tesla Model 3, we're going to be test fitting the Hitch Racks Trail Rider 2-bike platform rack, part number HR200Z. Now we have the bike and rack installed on our Tesla to give you a good idea of how it would look. Now before we kind of dive into the details here, there is one thing I would like to show you guys. You have to keep in mind, with the bike and the rack installed, the trunk only is able to open a little bit. Now depending on how wide or narrow your handlebars are, it might be a different scenario for you, but it's something to keep in mind. Now, it will be possible to open it fully, but we'll get to that here in a minute. Now, the bike is held down in a few different points here. Down along the wheels, it's held in by wheel straps as the wheels rest in the cradles there. And a locking frame hook puts downward pressure on the top tube, securing the bike. And as you can see, it's a really good way to hold the bike, and it's really sturdy. So I'll go ahead and show you how to remove the bike. It's a pretty simple process. First thing you would do is undo your straps. And holding the bike steady, go ahead and release your frame hook. And while still holding the bike, there is a pin down here in the center mass tube. Let's go ahead and pull that out. This actually folds down. Gives you a lot of space to get your bikes out of the way. Set that to the side. And now obviously you can see you got plenty of space to get your cargo and accessories in your trunk. So go ahead and reinstall this by lifting it up and reinserting your pin. I'll go ahead and give you a few measurements. The back of your Tesla, the rack installed will extend the vehicle roughly 26 inches. As far as the ground clearance goes, it's about 13.5 inches. And the shortest point from the bumper to the shortest point of the shank there is roughly 5.5 inches. Now the rack does fold in on itself, and it gives you a little bit of a cleaner look when traveling down the road, if that's what you like. It gives you a little more room to get in and out of your trunk, or if you want to remove it from the car and store it, it frees up some space there. So to do that, you simply pull out the pin, raise the platform, reinstall the pin to lock it in. You do that on both sides. There we go. Do that on both sides. It gives you that little cleaner look. Now these pins, the holes do have to be lined up really nice. So sometimes you have to jiggle the platform around a little just to get that pin to slide all the way through there. If you want to come down here, I'll show you the last feature here. This rack does use an 1.25 inch shank, but it also comes included with a 2-inch sleeve. And that allows you to use this rack on a vehicle with an 1.25" receiver and a 2" receiver. So that's a nice feature if you have different vehicles that use different receivers. Also included is the locking anti-rattle bolt. And what that does is it takes away all the rattle and vibration. As you can see, it's very secure. It takes a lot of force just to get it to move a little bit. And here's your theft device for your rattle bolt. And what that does is stops people from removing your rack itself. And it's also keyed the same as your locking frame hooks. So not only will people be able to remove your bike from the rack itself, they won't be able to remove the rack from the car. And with that being said, that concludes our test fit on our 2018 Tesla Model 3 of our Hollywood rack 2-bike platform rack.